Happy Friday of all Fridays, because we made it to this Friday, which is the current Friday, March 26th, in the house, 2021 style. It's your boy, C Money, in the house, XX, Rufio XX, Bangarang Poker, Corey's from the Earth Cereal. What else? TSW, the secret weapon. Hey brother, what up SR for life? That's me, in the house, in the flesh. Just starting things off right. You know how we do. Woke up. I gotta admit, I didn't finish that full chapter 17. You know, there's more pages than I wanted to read, but I only read half of it. And guess what? Shortchanged myself. But you know what? I'm at it again, if not by the end of today. No rule on picking up and reading more than once a day. But if not, I'm finishing that chapter tomorrow. Excited to do so. I'm gonna conquer that book. I'm gonna read the whole thing. Super excited. You know, it's about time I put some books under my belt. You know what I'm saying? It's slacking. And woke up, got some work done, finished some of my poker vlogs. Super excited about that. Took some effort, took some work. Watched some really inspirational videos. Finding out some really cool information about health and diet and food. You know, I use the word diet for lack of a better adjective, but you know, in the good health world, we don't like to use that word because it's not a diet. We're just looking for a whole plant-based, superfood style diet, eliminating all the garbage, making our microbiome, you know, super solid, diversified on that, you know, wide spectrum. But you know, it can be confusing, and you know, like what to do, what not to do. And you know, lately my struggle, my kryptonite has been sugar, supplements, coffee, have all been struggles. And even though, you know, it may not be processed sugars, it's still, you know, natural sugars. You know, I feel like I've been trying to promote elimination, and what I think I've been succeeding with is through fibrous fruits and figs and coffee, you know, because I'm so excited to get that nice elimination. You know, it'd be nice to go back to a nice elimination every day, you know, just get that, you know, like same time every day is like the ideal goal, which I'm working for, you know. It's funny to say, you know, the thing I look forward to almost most, and something that I love most in this world, is that elimination. Okay, everyone's like, eliminate? What's elimination? Yeah, I'm talking about that Deuce Wild, baby doll. I'm talking about making that perfect huge dump every day. All right, you want me to not get too vulgar? I'll just stick with that. But you know, I strive upon that. You know, because it represents health and well-being to me, and to the true professions. So supplements, you know, Dougal says supplements are messing up my you know, my intestinal tract, and that they're promoting, you know, in abnormalities and things like that. So yesterday, you know, I cut it all out. I've been overdoing the raw milk protein powder. I've been overdoing all these supplements because I've been scared that I haven't been like eliminating and that I haven't been functioning properly. And so you know, there's been a promote to take these supplements to help, you know, normalize. But I kind of agree with McDougall in that, you know, they're taking out, you know, like it's unnatural is how I'm feeling. You know, when you squeeze out some sort of, you know, and then turn it into some milligram, it's like, no, I should be getting like the natural form. You know, I question some of these because I feel like there are good, and they can definitely, I feel like, help in circumstantial situations, but I don't think it should be an everyday thing. Now, I know he was talking about a lot of those basic ones. You know, I've been taking some of those more super rare elixirs of the world, and the supplements, I agree. You know, I'm trying to cut them all out. You know, I've spent a fortune on getting them, and now I'm cutting them out, which is crazy. But it's not about the money; it's about the health. You know, it's about the well-being. The powders, on the other hand, I think could still be really good. You know, like for instance, like something like a maca root powder, or you know, Health Force's elixir of the lake. You know, that blue-green algae. You know, that to me is in its natural form. So I still think, and I don't know if that's considered a supplement or if it's just considered a powder form. But I mean, for instance, if I wanted to take like spirulina, I feel like a powder form of spirulina or chlorella could be really good. Or maybe I'm just still fighting it. I'm not sure on those ones, but I feel like if it's in that pure form, it should be good. But that's definitely something I'm curious about, and I would like to find out, you know, like say his opinion. Gotta breathe through the nose. I don't want to be a mouth breather. I've spent way too much mouth breathing. In through the nose, out through the nose. Let's not forget, we need to take deep breaths from our gut. That's how the babies do it. You don't breathe from the chest, you know? And that's why I hate that face diaper, because it really promotes that anti-breathing. You know, there's a couple other important topics, you know, I really wanted to run by as and at my park across the street from my house, which is a beautiful park, underutilized by most, but what a great place for so many great activities. I would love to find some activity, some baby girl that's all about the activities, and get her, you know, cute butt over here for some playtime, some fun in the sun style, you know, throw the ball around. I mean, anything you can think of. We got the tennis courts, basketball, baseball. I mean, Oyster is mine. I personally just use it to run around. I've been big on this. I've run around this park probably more than anyone. And it's a pretty big park. So I try to get 10 laps in around this beast. I don't even know. You know, everyone asks me how many miles is that, you know? And just like the true champs, I tell them I don't even know. It's a lot though, you know? I'm not even here to keep track. I'm just here to do what I feel is great. And so if it's a walk, a jog, a run, I mean, shit, I think I'm on lap 4 right now, and I'm not stopping until I get through 10. Now, don't get me wrong, like, stopping for some water, some urination breaks, you know, is definitely necessary. So, you know, you may be, you know, fortunately, I'm just across the way, so I can just, you know, quickly get some water, get right back at it. But, you know, if sometimes every lap, when I get to the tennis court, I like to actually get a nice stretch in. And the cool thing about that is, on my better days when I do that, I do one stretch per lap. And then all of a sudden, if I do 10 laps, that's 10 awesome stretches that I got in between. And there's more of that I could incorporate, that I should incorporate. Imagine if I did 10 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? That would be 100 push-ups throughout this, you know, adventure, this excursion. And, you know, I'm excited to, you know, make that happen. But back to the health, you know, super important. This new video was talking about testing a lot of this interesting stuff. You know, I'm not about Western medicine or any of that stuff, or go to the doctors. I'm completely against it. But this guy does things differently, and he really is talking about our best interest and finding out some really just fascinating, interesting, very vital, important information about our health, starting with the gut and everything, and to see where our levels are when it comes to all this stuff. See if there's any like hidden agendas that we're not aware of, like Lyme disease, which is just like, I'm just a civilian, you know. I can't tell you, you know, if I got Lyme disease or not, but this guy can, and I want to find out where he's at and where he's doing these tests, and I want to test my system and see where I'm at, because at the end of the day, I mean, does anything else matter? You know, so I'm not sure. It might be pricey, but you know, I'm interested. So I hold on to all these videos. I have subcategories, and I save them all because you know, I love YouTubing. I love finding out all this information. I think it's just so amazing, can be utilized in so many great ways. And so I got thousands, like probably at least 2,000 plus videos of just different categories, and I make sure to filter them all so that I have easy access to them all, which is just so cool. And so yeah, that one's great. And the nice thing is they lead to other information. Like at the end of it, he refers to a book that inspired him that has to do with meditation, and how meditation in this book talks about how it really helps with some like unorthodox health and well-being that you wouldn't think of. So what do I do? First thing I do is I rewind, get that reference, I type it in, I find it, I save it on Audible, or you know, for a book to listen to, or I find it on YouTube as well. I did both, and I have it saved. And you know, I'm excited to go back and watch that move forward. Our energy levels is, for me, the gauge of where we stand as far as our health, you know. So I don't know, I feel like my energy levels like last week were up a little bit more. Like for instance, I feel fatigued, you know. I'm not saying like I feel like full on like fatigued, but my energy levels could be higher, and I'm trying to think what I can do to get those up. And I know my sleep has been maybe not the best, although I am finding out that I can have energy and a full day off of 5 hours of sleep. And I do find out that, you know, I am pretty exhausted by around like 8 o'clock or something. I'm ready to just pass out. And I think it's cool though, you know, like the nice thing is I think first of all, I feel like I think I'm hungry when really I'm not that hungry. I'm really just tired, because for instance, like last night, and the theme lately is I make this concoction when I get home. It seems like my last meal, which is a variety of nuts and seeds mixed with some fermented foods like cabbage and cauliflower, and I throw in maybe some bananas or some blueberry, and mix it all up, and it's super good. But the problem is, after I'm done eating it, I don't feel full, you know. I don't feel satisfied. Maybe not satisfied, but I never get to a feeling where I feel full, you know. And that has been a problem for me for a long time, where I feel like I can eat and eat and eat, and I won't feel filled. And if I want, I'll just continue to eat. And it gets to the point where I'm still putting food in my mouth and I'm chewing it, and I'm like, wait a second, this is too much. This is overkill. And I start spitting the food out because I know that I'm overdoing it. And so I have this, I don't want to call it a food disorder, but just I'm still chomping on food, and I'm at the point where I'm like, you should be full, you don't feel full, and you're having so much fun eating. I don't know if it's because of you know, the the sugar intake, I feel like, is a problem, because once you start eating sugar, it's like spiraling down like a snowball effect, and you just continue on like eating it, and you can just rage through sugar. And that's why I feel like sugar is very dangerous and is habit forming and is like a drug, and it's hard to stop. And so when I stay away from sugar, I feel like I alleviate that situation. But I'll tell you this, when I stopped eating, and my next problem is once I'm done eating, I'm tired. All of a sudden I feel tired, like even more tired than being tired before I ate that. And now I have to lay down and pass out. And not the worst thing, but it is completely not recommended to eat and then go to sleep. And that is one of my other major bad habits that I really need to work on. And interesting enough, as soon as I lay down, I pass out. I'll put like a movie on or something, and lately the theme has been like effortlessly, like no struggle, I fall asleep like super quick, like so quick. Like I don't know. Last night I probably got through like 10 minutes of a movie and I was just out. And then the next theme is I wake up around 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and one of my roommates, you could say, that lives below me, well, he snores so loud that I can't go back to sleep. I hear his snoring so fundamentally that like it interrupts my breathing and my focus, and like I literally had to turn a movie on to like volume like 40, which is just like so ridiculously loud, just to tune out his snoring. Because something about listening to someone snore, it's just the patterns of it, it's just so like, you get so like asphyxiated on it, you can't get off of it. So I'm like, I literally have to like turn this TV up so loud, and the thing is, the whole movie has to be loud. I tried watching Creed last night, and you know, the boxing is loud, but then when they go to just that boring filler dialogue, it's back to him snoring, and I'm just like, oh my god. I had to put on Dredge last night, which was just a bunch of like action and guns firing off, automatics firing off, and I'm just like, okay. And I actually went back to sleep. I got Dredge on loud. So funny. And fortunately, I fell back to sleep for a couple hours. Woke up around 7 or 8. And, you know, I was tempted to just go back to bed and see if I could actually capitalize on a few more hours. Because lately I've been hitting the gym. I've been exercising like super hard, and you know, maybe too hard. Maybe I should actually like it's hard for me to take a break. But you know, for the best is for the best, and if taking a day off from exercising is better for me than doing another day, then I'm all for it. And the thing is, when you work hard and you're running, you're stretching, you're exercising, you're working out, you're dancing, you're just full time, your day off, like if you feel like your system needs one, it's going to be so awesome. And you're gonna appreciate that day off so much. I remember in the past I would just waste my days off, and I would not even like appreciate them because I didn't value them. They were just there to just throw away, and I was just throwing away all these days off. And a day off for me is like time to work on my side hustles. You know, a day off for me is is like, yeah, to learn some knowledge on some like YouTube videos, or to like work on my cereal business, or work on like my poker. Like, a day off is like not even a day off. It's just like a switching of activities. It's like a day off from like a certain activity, like working out. And you know, I might be at that point. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to get my energy levels up again, you know? And, you know, I question my diet. You know, McDougall says I've been doing nothing but like starchy foods, fruit and vegetables. And, you know, it's you know, even though I feel like it's more right than what I was doing before, which was like the animal protein, animal fats, the oils, which I just felt like was clogging up my system. I still question if my system is missing some of those nutrients, or if I'm overdoing some or not others. For instance, I really haven't been eating salad. I haven't been eating really the cold raw vegetables. I've been actually having them steamed, and they've been more of part of a starchy diet. Like, I'll add in some vegetables, but I'm not eating, you know, like a big plate, like a big salad with a bunch of vegetables. And I haven't been eating raw at all because I was concerned that it was clogging up my system. And, you know, I feel like I may need to incorporate some cold raw vegetables into my diet, and maybe even a lot more. The question is how. Maybe the portion size, maybe what I decide to put in there is important. You know, I feel like I'm having better results if I'm steaming up the crucifiers, like the cauliflower and like the broccoli. You know, they say to cook the tomatoes, but like some of the other stuff, maybe I should go back to cold and raw and incorporate more in my diet. Because I've been focusing a lot on the starchy foods, the potatoes, the yams, pasta, the rice, the beans, and fruit. It's been a lot of like blueberries and bananas, some melons. I don't know. Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I'm diversifying my fruits enough. I can't remember the last time I've had an orange, which I don't think is good. I've had some apples. I've had some pears, but I haven't had any mangoes. I haven't had any oranges. Pomegranates seems to be a big one that I need to jump on. I haven't had any raspberries or blueberries. And, you know, I feel like sometimes what dictates that is, well, the food choices around me. If they're from Mexico, I don't want them. So for instance, you know, like the blueberries are local, so I've been eating those. And, you know, it's not even really about the price. Although, you know, I try to be a better shopper, you know. But I think I need to make it more of an importance to travel as far as I need to incorporate some of those local foods and get those back into my diet. Tomorrow is the farmer's market right down the street from my house, where I would like to set up my cereal shop. And I had some amazing avocados from there. They do have like berries and some other good stuff, so I think I might need to capitalize and actually invest some more money and buy some more of that produce. I don't want to say I get scared, but like for some reason, I just feel like those cold, raw vegetables are just hard on my system. You know, I can't be completely certain. And then another thing is, I've been eating a lot of oatmeal, and I think I've been overdoing it. I think oatmeal every day for breakfast, even if it is like a half a cup or less, I feel like that's a lot. It just seems like a lot of oatmeal. And then I throw in like fruit, you know, like blueberries and bananas, which I feel like is just too much sugar. You know, before I was throwing in some like avocado, which I felt like was cool. But I mean, you don't have to do the bananas or the blueberries, you know, or the apples. Like, there's other choices. Anything works, you know. That's where being creative and incorporating maybe some of those colder vegetables might be helpful. Even maybe if I mix in some cold raw with some of my cooked steamed veggies might be a good idea. If I just get a couple of them cut up, like just smaller amounts, you know, but more diversified throughout the day, more spectrum throughout the day. It's also tough because, once again, my local typical market, a lot of it's from Mexico, you know, so I feel like I have to stay away from that, you know, and it's for health purposes, you know, it's for quality of food, you know, it's just, you know, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of like knowledge, but at the end of the day, it's really the only thing that really matters. So I'm trying to think what I can do to get those energy levels up. Because I mean, technically, like, I feel like I got good sleep yesterday, considering, you know, the in-between snoring. Like, if I fell asleep around 8 or 9, I wake up at 3, that's technically 5 or 6 hours. And if I went back to bed for a couple hours, that's 8 or 9 hours that I got yesterday, which is a lot more than I get on a typical day. So the question is, why am I not feeling like I have enough energy to conquer the world? You know, why do I not feel like I have, you know, like that epic, you know, action in me? You know, I'm feeling like kind of fatigued, you know. I'm feeling like kind of feel like laying down and passing out or relaxing. And then I question what I should eat next. I question what I should do next. I question what is going to break that fatigue spell, you know. Is, you know, I right now I'm thinking about working out. It sounds exhausting. Dancing, it sounds exhausting. Running, it sounds exhausting. I mean, right, I've ran a couple laps, or jogged, and then walked several laps, and I already feel like taking a break, you know? So, you know, still making a great day, amazing day out of it. Super excited to have the day off and be able to do pretty much whatever I want to do. Question is what I should do. So, well, you know, there's so much to talk about, and so much I want to go over, so much that I'm passionate about. But I think this is a great start for the moment, and I will check back later. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Holy Toledo, Batman. It's your boy, Poker Crypt Keeper, at it once again. Yeah, I think last time I checked in, I was here at the park. Now it's dark. No. All you cowpokes, no. I have not been here all freaking day, okay? But I'll tell you this, I have been at it all freaking day. My God. I mean, I don't know how many times I went to the gym today, you know? I leave the gym to run, errands. I leave the gym to show my car, try and sell that old school Miata, you know, because I got the new ride. And it's back and forth. It's back and forth. I was like super low on energy earlier, which was kind of concerning last time I spoke at the park. And then went to the gym, of course. And afterwards, ate some food, you know, had my epic potatoes, the yam that I just, oh my god, so good, the oriental yams. And then can't even see me, it's freaking dark. I actually had some steamed up beets. Yeah, some beets. And then I had some kale, and I ate the stem leaves of the beets as well. It's freaking delicious, actually. And start getting my energy back. So, you know, as much as I wanted to throw in the towel and be like, oh, I'm fatigued, I'm out of energy, great excuse to go sit on my freaking ass, you know, lay down on my bed, watch a movie, you know, just chillax. That's why when you see me, like when I'm eating my food, why am I never sitting? You don't think I want to sit? God damn, I want to sit, you know, but I don't, because I can get in some stretches. So what I do when I eat, I stretch. I stretch so much. I stretch. If I have any excuse, you know, I'm in an office, you know, not like the dermatologist, you know, waiting in the office, and I'm stretching, you know. So when I eat, yeah, I stand up, I stretch. Start getting my energy back, you know, went to the gym freaking 14 different times. Got my dance moves on, of course. Love it. Thank you. Proc and Fitch. Balaka, my new favorite. Oh my god. Straight up raver shit. That first 5 minutes of that of his one set. Just straight up, just raver, massive beats, and I just cannot help but stomp the yard raver style. Got a nice workout, worked all the machines. I don't even know if I got the stairs in, but as you can see at the park, I got some laps in, which is great, and feels good to, you know, get that energy back. And I did indulge in my nut seed fermentation fruit concoction. Had a little bit earlier than usual. You know, God, I'm such like a foodie, I swear. I just can't stop eating, you know? And once again, I feel like it's because I don't let my system digest enough to the point where, like, I physically feel hungry, you know? And if you eat when you don't feel hungry, I think you'll never feel full. Also, we discovered I wasn't hungry, I was just tired. Also, you know, saw the old man who has snoring issues, and I think it was meant to be, because I taught him to breathe from his stomach out of his nose into his nose, and I had to be a brat and thorough about it, because you're gonna go sleep in some office so that they can plug you up to some, you know, electronics and give you God knows what to see why you're snoring, when I'll tell you right now, the reason why you're snoring is because of laziness and ignorance. Copy and paste that for my brother, copy and paste that for my mom. Why are you suffering? Why do you have issues? Well, the doctor's going to tell you that, oh, you're thinking too much, so let's get you on some anti-think pill. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. And then let's just go ahead and remove your, I don't know, your colon. Yeah. Oh, grand idea. Grandioso, grandioso. Oh, Grandiosio. Yeah, genius. No, okay. Why are you snoring? I don't know. New school shaman, that's me, says, if I had to just guess, I would say you've become a mouth breather. Don't forget that this whole COVID is promoting the worst type of breathing out of us. It's pretty much just stifling and downgrading our breathing, because you don't breathe with that fucking face diaper on. Excuse my language, but you don't. I get very passionate. No, there's no deep breathing. You're just breathing in toxin and those toxic masks and carbon monoxide, and you're unable to take a deep breath. No. You're taking away our breath. You're turning us into prisoners. You're taking away our health. You're depopulizing the planet. Okay? Straight up slave stuff. When I run the beach and I see little kids that are like 6 feet apart, sitting there, not able to play, and they're all just sitting separated, like, it's like the saddest thing I ever see. And I see volleyball players wearing masks, it's just like, what is going on? When I see all these hospital tents outside of like all these nice restaurants and establishments, and everyone has to sit out in the freaking cold in these like hospital tents, you know, I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, what is going on? This is the worst episode of The Twilight Zone, and it won't end. You know what I'm saying? It's just so ridiculous. Anyways, so, oh my god. Oh, where was I? Anyways, the snoring, yes. You're gonna go somewhere and seek out, studies because you can't figure out why you're snoring. You're snoring because of ignorance and because of laziness. Straight up. You become a mouth breather and you forgot how to breathe from your stomach, expand your diaphragm, breathe in through your nose, out of your nose, and that's number one. Back to the most basic. A baby breathes normal. You see a baby breathe, it's from the stomach, in and out. You forgot how to breathe, old man. I forced him into doing a couple of breathing exercises, basic breathing in and out. He had trouble doing it. On top of that, you're not exercising ever. You're not going for a walk. You're not breathing. You are not working out. You're not exercising. You stop caring about your health and your system, and you put all this emphasis on all these materialistic items like a nice house and a nice car and nice clothes. Hey, like, does any of that matter? Not when your health is deteriorating because you don't put any acknowledgement on the real problem, which is you're not taking care of yourself. Why are you snoring? Part number 2. I don't know. Maybe your diet. Maybe because you're eating nothing but shitty animal products / animal products / animal products / oils / GMOs / non-organic / no vegetables / no healthy starches, no legumes, no beans, no nuts, no seeds, no vegetables, no cauliflower. No. Your system is completely jammed up. You're clogged. You're not eliminating. Your system is starting to shut down. So why are you snoring? Because you're ingesting a bunch of toxic food. You're not eliminating. you're not exercising, you're not breathing. And don't forget, you're not seeking out the type of help that is going to get you through this, which is at the disposal of your hand. We all, as much as, the phones have taken over and, that's not good. Well, because most of the people use it not for good, because they're just playing social media and games and stuff, but this is a resource for me to acquire a epiphany of information, which to me is epic. I didn't have access, I lived in a time where the internet didn't exist, so I've seen both sides of the mirror, and I can see the good and I can see the bad. But for me, being able to store and collect so much vital information that was never accessible to me before, and I can just throw on the AirPods and just go through all this stuff. No, I've become acquired like Mega Man with awesome information, and they say knowledge is power, and I freaking believe it now, because just like Mega Man gets all these cool abilities, I feel like I'm acquiring all these cool abilities, and it felt good to be able to say, hey, oh, you're snoring? Oh, you're going to some sleepover medical statistic thingy tonight? It's nice that I'm not like, oh, sorry you're snoring. Oh, yeah, go seek out Western medicine help. They're really gonna take care of you. I guarantee all my Disney dollars that they don't mention anything about breathing or about your diet or about your lack of exercise. The last thing they'll tell you is that you need to go for a walk and breathe. And I am just happy that, and here's the thing, no one else is going to suggest that to him. No one is going to suggest the right answer. As much as he doesn't want to hear it, I love that I have the Mega Man where I could throw on that cool Mega Man ability and say, boom, I'm going to shoot you with the knowledge of you need to breathe. You need to work on your diet. You need to work on your exercise. For me, it's like one of those things when I see my parents struggling, and I've struggled, which seems like their entire life, yet to me they're still doing it wrong. And every time this conversation comes up, I'm always the bad guy. I'm always wrong. They're always right. They always roll their eyes. They always never want to hear it. Yet, tell me why they're never getting better. They're never getting healthier. They're just getting sicker. I mean, it really upsets me and hurts to know that I have to witness my mom going from diabetes type 1 to type 2 to type 3, which is turning into Alzheimer's, That's scary. Super scary. For me, my biggest regret is if I look back and say, hey, I never helped them out. I never tried to make that difference in their life. I never got that push to say, scream at them and yell at them and say, hey, this is what you have to do, or not scream or yell and just knowledge them up or spoon feed it or be there and do it for them, set them up for success and say, hey, this is what you got to do. Here, try this. And like literally just get them on the right path. Like, as much as they want to fight me on it, I feel like I have to go above and beyond. I have to, I want to help others. Why do I have Corey's from their cereal? Because I have high standards. We all need to raise our standards. And there's nothing like that in the store for me. So I had to custom create my own. And now I want to push it upon the world around me, because I know how awesome it is, and they don't have that choice either. I want to give them that choice because I want everyone to enjoy healthy foods and become healthier. You know? But, you know, most importantly, it starts with my friends and family. Me and $1 Million Joe, we text all the time, and what does it come down to? It comes down to me telling him to say, hey, you really need to eat some steamed cauliflower, because I believe in it more than a religious person believes in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I believe in my cauliflower. And he responds with, hey, you need to jump on that beetroot. You need to get on some beetroot powder and mix it with this. And guess what? He texted me that yesterday, and what did I eat today? Organic beets, steamed up, and they were freaking delicious. I may have gotten beets, I may not have, but you know what? It helps. Someone mentions something, someone knowledges you up, someone, you know, just a text. I mean, I discovered a truly amazing audiobook called The Skin Cancer Miracle. And I was just talking to a friend about how, you know, I've been worried about a blemish on my knee, you know, worried more about a blemish on my knee than the COVID combined, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even like, hey, you should read this book. It was just like, hey, we're just talking about it. And it just expanded into a thought and a step in the right direction, and grabbing a hold of some random finding, some treasure of knowledge, and all of a sudden it's like life-changing information that is super inspirational and motivating, and a sense of direction and all of that good stuff. So it's been a day. Old man helped me wax up the car. Love the new ride. Love it. Just love it. I'm so appreciative of the new ride. It is such a banger. I just want to, you know, just want to love that ride so much. Oh, I love it. So appreciative. And it really helps with motivation, you know, because I've worked a freaking lifetime for a nice ride, and I finally got one, and it feels good. Heated leather seats, you know, and it's not like a materialistic item where I'm just like, oh, no. I've gotten injured in a ride, you know. I've driven out in the cold. I've broken down so many times. I've sketched out about my safety and how dangerous some of these rides have been. No, this is not a materialistic enthusiasm. This is straight up like, I feel safe and secure, and I feel like myself in my truest colors, and it's just a confidence booster and a motivational booster, and I am just, you know, and it was hard work that got me approved, you know, and it's going to be hard work that's going to pay it off, and it'll be mine, and it's going to be amazing for years to come. So I can't believe I'm still here at the park walking and jogging, but it's starting to get chilly. But you know, it's Friday night, people are out. Some people are playing tennis. I got people playing volleyball, you know. Been at the gym all freaking day. Ate healthy food all day. And you know, this day started pretty early, so my bedtime probably was like an hour ago. It's crazy, you know, but this is the new life, and I'm excited to be living this way. And I've just become, you know, I was scared there. I wasn't illuminating. I was just at work one day, and I don't know. It was weird. I was all flashy, like I was just gonna go down. So, you know, every day I seem to be so fortunate and thankful. I commonly have been saying, like, to just, you know, randoms and people around, I'm like, hey, we made it. We're here today. This is awesome. Not everyone makes it to the next day, you know? But I'm having a great time working on my health. And my hustles, and playing hooky from work, kinda. It's not me, okay? It's that face diaper I can't breathe out of. And everyone's so hardcore. They won't let me just have my nose exposed so I can breathe through my nose. Like, that's a compromise. And like, my God, look the other way if you can't stand it. But everyone's gotta call me out. Make me feel like such a violator, such a sinister type person, because I want to breathe some oxygen while I'm hustling as the magic man himself, wowing everyone I encounter. Well, you know what? Wowing requires oxygen and words and breath. If you're going to take away my breath, I can't wow for you. But it's hard for me not to want to wow, because it makes me feel good selfishly to wow. And I like feeling good. So, and you know what? They love it. So it's a lot of love. But I need the essentials. Take away my water, you take away my healthy food, you take away my oxygen. How am I supposed to rock and roll? So, how am I supposed to rock and roll? I rock and roll by, I don't know, giving up the peace sign. Peace out, Girl Scout. Someone else can rock and roll in my stead. I'll go ahead and slap out. You can jump in. I'm going to jump out. I'm going to take a little breaksy. And I'm going to enjoy tagging out. I'm going to enjoy working on my health. And they keep telling me, oh, you know, it'll go away in a couple months, or mask will come off in a couple months. You know, the term "it's been a year" is expired. No, it's turning into it's been a year and several months, and then a year and a half, and then 2 years. Okay, when's the diaper coming off? Okay, and it's like they're talking like 2-3 years. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You know what it sounds like? It sounds like you want me to just permanently be in this for the rest of my life. And if that's the case, I've already decided. You know, I've already had what seemed like a panic attack to escape out of the United States. I had this like revelation and the scary thought that they were just going to like mass depopulate everyone by like fucking poisoning their food more than they do under the radar, and that there was some sort of conspiracy, and it was high. I felt like high alert, like my life depended on escaping out of the US and living in another country. That is such a gnarly thought, okay? Because at first I was like, oh, I want to leave California. It's too blue for daddy. You know what I'm saying? And although I feel like initially I was like, I'll move to the beach, I'll work at the beach, because when I go to the beach, it's nothing but like most of the people are just like me, and they are just hardcore awesome Americans that want to love and live life maskless. And so when you go to the beach, you feel sane, and normal and feel like you're not alone, which is like a really good feeling. And so whenever I'm feeling subpar, I'm just like, okay, cruise to the beach, go for a run, soak in some sun. I cannot wait for it to be hotter. I can't wait for that ocean, that beautiful ocean water, that salt water, that just, can't wait for it to get hotter and warmer. I'm gonna soak in that salt water, run that beach. But I'm telling you, it's therapeutic for me right now. But I was like, wait, that's not good enough. I gotta get out of the state. And so I was like, well, maybe I should just jump states. Maybe I should just go to a redder state, because I'm hearing about these governors in the other states that are like, hey, they're saying what I'm thinking, and they're saying it out loud, and they're actually acting on it, which I actually find to be freaking awesome. Texas, Arizona, they're like, you asked us to do this for 2 weeks. You asked us to do this for three more weeks. You asked us to do this for 2 months. Like, we did it. Now it's been a year. Now it's been over a year, and we're still just questionably locked down and wearing this prisoner mask, and we're not down to play this game any longer. And so they're lowering the restrictions, they're taking off the face diaper, and they're rocking and rolling, because they realize that the only way to save their space is to fight back and say, no, this is enough. We're done. We are freaking done playing this holocaust of a game. We're done. I'm sorry, but remember, I come from a line that hid in public shitters, that hid in attics, that ran from the authority because they didn't want to get put in an oven and lose their life for absolutely no reason. And don't forget, I still can't believe it. I want to do some more research on it, but it sounds like an interesting fact in all the worst ways was that Democratic Jewish people back in the day voted for Hitler. Yeah. And they thought they were doing the right thing. Can you believe that? I am just flabbergasted. I can't believe it. I don't even know. I mean, it just sounds all too familiar, if you know what I'm saying. So, I'm not down. Daddy-O ain't down. All right? I'm a resistor. Okay? There's no way I'm going to slap and throw a mud pie in the face of my ancestors that dodged the oven. I am an oven dodger ancestor. And I am not going to conform. You're not going to break my mold. I'm not going to break into that mold. It's not going to happen. No. If anything, I'm going to write some ridiculous book, and I already have the title. It's called 2 Masks and a Face Shield. So freaking ridiculous. You know, I seem upset, but I'm just really passionate. I'm actually in a great mood. But yeah, the point is, I was going to jump states. I was going to say, hey, this wearing this mask is so wrong to me. The carbon dioxide, the promoting of mouth cancer, not being able to breathe. I mean, what it symbolizes, yeah. I was going to take time off, go check out another state, see if these mandates were gone, get another gig, and live out there. And I know it seems extreme, but that's what I was willing. That's what I'm willing to do. if this is how it's going to be for years or forever, I can't do it. So there is a chance I still go to a red state, Texas, I don't know, Nevada, Arizona. Just leave the US completely. Live in, I don't know, some place where centennials are statistically, you know, out there, higher chance of becoming a centennial. That's my goal, you know. I want to live to 140. Maybe I don't want to settle, but you know, 100 plus sounds good. Anyways, gotta hurry up, and this is my last lap, and farmers market is opening up tomorrow morning. Happy Saturday. So I'm gonna make sure to stock up on some of those beautiful avocados, some of those fresh fruit, veggies. I think I'm gonna invest a little bit more money tomorrow, so I'm excited. It's gonna be a great day. Yeah, geez, I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, but oh, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be epic. This is the solo adventure of yours truly, rocking and rolling, bobbing and weaving. You know how we do. Starting to get cold out here. All right, peace out, Girl Scout. That's it for today.